Today on the Daily Scoop podcast from the Scoop News Group, nearly 24 technologists quit USDS, saying that DOGE's demands are not compatible with their mission. And Congressman Gerry Connolly demands that OPM rescind recent guidance opening up the CIO role to possible politicization. It's Wednesday, February 26, 2025. Welcome to the Daily Scoop podcast, where you'll hear the latest news and trends facing government leaders. I'm the host of the Daily Scoop podcast, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's dive into the day's top headlines. A group of 21 engineers, data scientists, designers, project managers, and other tech experts resigned from their positions at the U.S. Digital Service on Tuesday, writing in a letter to the White House that they would not carry out or legitimize the actions of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. The technologists said in their letter that they all left senior tech positions in the private sector to pursue nonpartisan public service and stood ready to partner with incoming officials as the Trump transition unfolded. But over the course of the past month, the staffers said it became clear that they could no longer honor those commitments at USDS, rebranded in January as the United States DOGE Service. A day after President Donald Trump's inauguration, the USDS technologists said that they were subjected to 15-minute interviews by individuals sporting White House visitor badges who refused to identify themselves. The USDS team members said they were asked questions about political affiliations and loyalty, while those asking the questions demonstrated, quote, limited technical ability and attempted to pit colleagues against each other. After firing a third of USDS staffers via an anonymous email on February 14th, the DOGE tried to pull remaining USDS staff into its mission. The resigning members wrote that DOGE's actions, firing technical experts, mishandling sensitive data, and breaking critical systems, contradicts their stated mission of modernizing federal technology and software to maximize government efficiency and productivity. The letter states that, quote, these actions are not compatible with the mission we joined the U.S. Digital Service to carry out, to deliver better services to the American people through technology and design. In other news, Congressman Gerry Connolly, a Democrat of Virginia and a top federal IT advocate on Capitol Hill, has called for the Office of Personnel Management to rescind its recent guidance pushing for federal agencies to redesignate chief information officer roles in a way that could make them more political. In a letter sent to acting OPM Director Charles Ezell on Tuesday, Connolly requested that the federal HR agency rescind its February 4th memo titled Guidance Regarding Redesignating SES CIO Position, which recommends that federal agencies with senior executive service CIO positions designated as career reserved should redesignate those roles to be general. While some federal CIO roles carry classifications allowing for political appointments, currently including those at the Departments of Defense, Energy, Veterans Affairs, Homeland Security, and a few others, most fall under the career designation, which protects them from political turnover during administration changes and establishes them as nonpartisan functions of government. In asking agencies to change those IT chief roles to general SES positions, Connolly said in his letter that, quote, CIO leadership is the latest victim of the administration's anti-diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility crusade and broader effort to replace career civil servants with individuals who are first and foremost loyal to the president and his political agenda. Connolly calls the memo, quote, an attack on the civil service and urges OPM to revoke the guidance immediately and asks for Ezell to brief him on the plans to reclassify the position by March 11th. Meanwhile, OPM on Monday issued additional guidance requiring agencies to submit 2 lists by March 24th, one comprising career reserved SES positions at the agency and another of requested redesignations of career reserved SES positions. For more news at the intersection of the federal government and technology, make sure to visit fedscoop.com. The Daily Scoop podcast is available on all podcast platforms. If you've already rated the podcast on your platform of choice, thanks so much. High ratings and good reviews of the show help more people find it. The Daily Scoop podcast is a production of the Scoop News Group in Washington, D.C. Adam Butler and Carlin Fisher help put the show together, and the entire Scoop News Group team contributes. We'll be back next week with brand new episodes. Until then, I'm your host, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for listening.